Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's Easter Sunday, so those of you here in the States who celebrate Easter, happy Easter. It's the end of March. April's about to start. Our weather has been not so great. We did have a couple of sunny days, but we had snowstorms. It's all melted and it's gotten above freezing, but the wind's been pretty bad. It's been pretty bad this morning too so far. But I thought I'd give you a quick update on things. So we're over here in the western garden plot. So these are the 5 rows of blueberry plants that I took some hardwood cuttings from, and they're doing okay. A few of them certainly aren't going to make it, and if I get 50% of them to make it, I'll be tickled pink. But we'll be transplanting some more, native high bush blueberry, not native ones, but some, what are they? They're I can't think of the name right now. It's a different, dukes. I've got some dukes that I've got to get transplanted, and we'll do that over in the eastern garden plot. Last fall I went ahead and dug up some of the honeyberry plants that are right along in here, and you can see the honeyberries are just starting to break. The buds are all swelling and just starting to get ready to leaf out here. And I do want to thin out this row as well. So I end up taking out every other one of these honeyberry plants here, so it's easier to manage over here and deal with the weeds that grow up. So we can get some more weed mats down and get that under control. The winds have really created havoc with a lot of our weed mats this week. And of course the deer have been in here, which doesn't help too much, and the raccoons. The thornless blackberry plants, as you can see, they're just getting ready to start breaking bud now as well. So we've got to work over in here. Feeling a bit overwhelmed. He and I, on the nice days, unfortunately, we've had to go and spend all day on our book business that we have. So we sell books online. And that really is strenuous activity when you're dealing big totes and totes of books, and they are not light. So hopefully the wind is going to stay calm enough, it isn't going to get too bad. So pretty happy with this western garden plot. It's really worked out great using the weed mats and drip irrigation. We have to get more of the weed mats down. I have to thin out the honeyberries over here, and I have to do some work around the thornless blackberry plants. And the varieties that we have of thornless blackberry plants are Chester and Triple Crown. The varieties of blueberry plants that we have there are Blue Crop, some Blue Gold, Chandelier, Patriot, and I can't think of the other one right now. So now to the central garden plot. So last fall we started some of our garlic garlic plants in here. So we took in broke up our bulbs and got each one of the cloves, planted them in here. Thea planted 3 rows in these 2 beds and part of the way. So we got plenty of garlic this year. And then we have our Dutch red shallots, which are also starting to show up now. And I'll have to get some fencing up over in here. The winds have really whipped all of our weed mats and our drip tape out of here. Real pain in the fanny, but that's been a bit of an issue. Now we'll go over and check out our eastern garden plot. Yeah, the winds aren't too bad right now. I got all the gates up here this last week. Lots of work to do to get ready for the season here. So this bed here is where we're going to put some of the Duke blueberry plants here. And so I've got to get this set. I've got to take a limb down from this honey locust here. Just hangs over a little bit too much, gives us a little bit too much shade. Even though it's a dappled shade, the blueberries and the raspberries really need a little more sunshine. So I'm going to try and get that limb off soon. And I need to pull up the drip tape and the staples that are holding the drip tape down there. and add some peat moss and acidify this bed for the blueberry plants. And the same thing right over here. So these are cover crops. This is winter rye that we've got on top of here. So again, I've got to pull up the drip tape, get the staples out, and amend the soil, get it more acidified, and take care of that. This is where, when we dug up the honeyberry plants, this is where we got them, and this is stooling or mounding the plants. So what we do is we bury the plants down full depth, so the crown of the plant is about here, and then you see we pile the soil or a mulch up around it, and that'll force these to develop into individual plants. So each one of these vertical branches here are going to start setting roots as well. And of course, this is a different variety than this one. This one buds earlier, and we'll see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, and each one of them will give us at least 10 plants. And so I'll be doing more hardwood cuttings of the honeyberries. I got to do it with our Illinois mulberries as well, and I got to get these beds set for getting the blueberry plants in the ground over here. The deer really do work their way down in here. I had the soil build up a little bit better. And you see the raspberry plants. So some of them are starting to leaf out now here as well. And I did not get a cover crop put in over here for the sweet potatoes. I probably won't get to that. It's a shame. Strawberry plants, I haven't checked on these yet. We've got some weeding to do. Oh, we've got some leaf on a few of the strawberry plants here. And the deer actually climb right up in these beds and walk around. So more weeds to take care of in here, but we can see the strawberries are starting to show their faces. We've got a lot. So this is where we dug up the honeyberry plants that you saw Thea pot up in the coop area. We got different tree seeds in these 5 bins here, IBC totes. I haven't checked on the lavender, the thyme. The thyme always does really well early in the springtime. It remains green all winter long, and the lavender, so they're all over there. And let's go up front and take a quick look at the front garden plot there. Thea did last fall put in some bulbs for some tulips. Did she put hibiscus? No, she put well, we'll look and see. I can't remember what she put in. I know she put in some different bulbs. This is our raccoon feeding station out here in the feral cats feeding station. So a lot of time in this area. See, that does pretty well. Most of these plants really survive pretty well. Some oregano, and our irises. Looking forward to them doing it. Hyacinth. Sedum. Tulips. Of course, the maples. Fiddlehead ferns aren't coming up yet, and I don't see any sign of any of the hostas yet either. But I think everybody's looking pretty good for this early in the season. Somebody's been digging around over there and exposed some of the iris rhizomes. So that's a quick look at what's going on around here, an update on the gardens. We're quite a bit behind with all the things that we want to get done. I get in out of the wind here. But that's just part of nature when you're doing 2 businesses and trying to do some of the modifications you want to do here in the property. And I see one of our peach trees is starting to get ready to send out the flowers here. Yeah, so we're gonna get some flowers here pretty darn soon. So that's it for today's video, folks. I just wanted to, I felt I owed you a video. It's been so long, and we'll keep you updated on how things are going here. I've got lots of plants to transplant. I've got the service berries, they got to be transplanted. We got some spruce trees to get in the ground. And that's all up front there in the third food forest, the forest that I was working on, which was really muddy last fall, and I'm sure it's still muddy this spring. But that's got to get done as well before I do any of the major jobs around here. But today I think I'll take down a limb and maybe get the beds closer to being ready for doing some transplants. So thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, take good care of yourselves, and happy Easter, everyone. And have a great weekend. Bye-bye now.